But yeah, if I read it, then I can lord it over show-only people. Right? I missed my shot with Game of Thrones. Oh, hey, Jorgrun. We were talking about you just a bit ago. But I did not read fully concurrently with Game of Thrones. I kind of cheated a bit. I guess I did read through parts of the books while the show was ongoing. Oh gosh. Things are getting dire real fast. Well, well, well. Have 1 scroll of fear. We have 3 teleport scrolls. We still have 33 AC even with the corrosion. Let's go for a teleport. Dang, it's gonna be really close to hitting. But I'm scared to go upstairs. As you hit pretty hard. You hit pretty hard. And no rocks in here for him though. That is true. We're slightly better off. Oh, and unexplored upstairs. Holy crap, you're right. That is very scary. What the heck? Well, let's head back this way. Head upstairs. The mark persisted through our teleportation, so that's a wee bit scary in its own right. But we'll be okay. Let's do... Oh, I did not hit finesse properly. Whoops. Well, let's do a full complement of our skills here. We need all of the offensive capabilities at our disposal that we possibly can muster. Perfect. Yeah, we attack every 0.4 turns when we have heroism and finesse going. Absolutely lovely. I probably dropped all my ID scrolls. Fun stuff. And let's see. Drop the draining or drop the vorpal. Probably keep the vorpal. It's nice to have a backup that is element agnostic. Ooh. I will read that right away. Thank you. Perfect timing on that scroll of ID game. I really appreciate the effort and the thought. I don't think this cloak was very good. I guess, oh, we're wearing a crap cloak anyway, so never mind. Ignore me. Excuse me, pardon me. Let's put that on, gain a bit of stealth. Yep, still at 0. Perfect. Exactly what we expected. And this is what we would have come across if we'd gone directly up the stairs. Fun stuff. Not exactly what we were hoping for, so thank you so much for letting me know. Even though I think I was leaning slightly more towards the teleport in this situation, just because the stairs was still leaning towards killing us instantaneously. Versus needing to, so we, in other words, needed to drink the health potion just to survive the situation, I believe. Could be wrong. But regardless, we are alive. Live to fight another day. Ends up being, yeah, weird little clearing up there. The other thing I meant to do was check out this piece of armor. That's willpower. How much AC do we lose? We lose 7 AC, but we gain 2 pips of willpower. This is feeling a whole lot like Dongus the Palentongas. Because on Dongus's run, we ended up wearing weaker armor with willpower for a large segment of the run. Interesting. We'll pick that up. You'll get some evasion too, that is true, even though I do not like relying too heavily on the evasion side of things. Especially on a character that's not very good at it. I switched to the right axe, right? Yes. Perfect. Make sure we weren't adding heads when I thought we were chopping them down. Another blinking scroll is huge. Ooh, hello, 6-headed Hydra. Pleasure to see ya. Tentacled monstrosity. Whole lot of fun. A wee bit scary, but we should be able to take one on at this point. Okawaru is positively honored by our kill. Lovely. Take a couple steps. Perfect. And the Ring of Faku. Or Faku. Who knows how it's meant to be pronounced. But Arlek, vulnerability to fire. Resist corrosion, slay +2. Fascinating. It's tempting to temporarily keep this around at the very least. FAQ. Do like that twist as well. Here's what we're gonna do. Drop the regular poison needles. We'll pick that up in case we really want some anti-corrosion nonsense. Then let's get a rollin', get a slashin'. Definitely take out the druid before those mad lad trees take us down. Perfect. At the very least, fairly straightforward run so far through swamp here. That's the name of it. It's looking like another drop here. I might drop the Wand of Flame. Swamp is one of the places where that is useful to have, if just because it allows you to create steam clouds, much like it does in shoals. But I think I'm happy for the time being to leave it be. We're doing all right without using steam clouds here in swamp. And we have other wands should circumstances necessitate them. Necessitate? I never know how many syllables to throw in there. Here we go. Still not 100% sure which ending we have here. Lately I've been running into the Liarnan Hydra essentially every single Swamp 4. But I'm ready to be surprised. Ooh, ice-based. I didn't know that was a thing. Ice and fire, as it were. At least so it would seem. Ooh, but let's just get a roll-in like we do. We do have 1 pip of RN thanks to our artifact ring, so we don't have to worry too much about miasma, even though it's still not great by any stretch of the imagination. Should almost be switching to our resist corrosion ring a bit more prodigiously, I guess. Scroll brand weapon. Don't mind if I do. I think we'll actually end up running back and grabbing that +1 how to see invisible. Okay, please, sir. Be reasonable. But we'll probably go get the Axe of Draining to rebrand, and that way we have the Vorpal as a nice little backup instead. Also, it's probably about time that we put on Resist Cold Ring, right? And perfect. Let's head up to the weird ice vault, shall we? The +10 Scimitar of Extremism. No kidding. It's definitely extreme in its own right. Definitely will step into the travel excluded area, even though I instantly regret it. Let's actually go this way. Ouch, 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 ouch. Oh gosh, it's spreading. Oh me, oh my, it's spreading. Oh gosh. Here we go. Probably should have heroism finessed a little bit earlier on. In fact, finesse still hadn't been applied here. There we go. Still allowing us to attack at that 0.4 speed. You'd love to see it. Can I walk into this? Dang it. Don't know how to get there. Fine, reasonable enough. I guess it's fair. Yes, please. Walk right through it. Perfect. See how the rest of the vault treats us here. Wow, even if we hadn't been with Oka, it looks like we would have gotten a Barding this time around. Ice Scale's worth anything to me? I'm not sure if I want to take the decrease in overall AC here. I mean, it might be useful to put them on even just for finishing off the rest of this vault, hey? It's a temporary bit of work. Let's see. Pop over to them. AC would only decrease by 4. That's not too bad. Lose our poison resistance, but that might be okay for now. 1 charge of Ice Blast. Oh man, these enchant armors I definitely want to hold around for the time being. Let's drop the brand weapon. Temporarily pick this up. Let's put it on and let's finish off the vault with it, shall we? Oops. More fun exclusion zones here. This is a wild little section that we've been forced to contend with. Yes, definitely walk here. Perfect, absolutely lovely. Might have put on the ice scales just in time for it to be absolutely useless. Nope, nothing down there. Cool, cool, cool. Well, let's change back. Never seen that ending. Right, I seem to be getting a weird eclectic mix of lore ends here. At least so it would seem. Interesting stuff to say the least. There we go, our first rune in hand. Not too shabby. Definitely no complaints from me there. Next up, it will probably be Snake. Oh. Hello, my basilisk friend. Did not know I left you behind. Also, have not been paying attention to my skills. Hopefully they're all in a good place. Looks like we've been focusing hard on armor and throwing, which I definitely do not mind. Invocations, does that increase the duration? Duration is increased by Evo. It might be worth it to train up a little bit more of that then. Maybe just up to 10 for now, and then we'll see how we're feeling and how we're looking in all the different relevant departments. Could also train some shields, of course. In fact, let's turn off armor now that it's up to a half decent point. And either dodging or shields. Let's train a little bit of dodging, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just up to even 6 and see where that leaves us. Probably won't do much in this specific suit of armor, but that is all good. Onwards we go. Oh, wait a second. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let us find. Oops, not go. Control F. Want to look for that Broadex that we left behind. Perfect. It was just on Swamp 2 here. And let's brand that son of a gun. You can't stand turning off skills at unround numbers. I am so sorry. Vampiric Broadex. Oh my gosh, he's done it. Okay. So I'm probably just happy with Vampiric and Holy then. It's a fairly good mix. Living, unliving. Pretty straightforward. What did we hit with armor? 8.7? I don't know. Should we annoy all the viewers in the world? Because I don't think that you're the only one who feels that way. In fact, yeah, there we go. Eggly also piping in and agreeing. It's always tempting. There's a small voice in my head that wants to be contentious and purposefully leave it off just to be a pain in the butt. Let everyone suffer. But let's train it up. For the sake of the fans, for the people. Do it for the love of the game. There we go. We'll head back to Snake Pit here. And I think I'm just going to enchant up the Vampiric Axe. All the way. Like, all the way. Pretty sweet. Drop the Vorpal for now. It's tempting to drop the Flaming, but I think I'll instead just rearrange our binding here so that we can easily switch. Not sure if round numbers have any gameplay significance. Probably not. I would hope that most of it is full, like, float number math and it's not just integer based, but I could be wrong for sure. especially depending on which part of the code we're talking about. If it's like older stuff that hasn't been changed in the longest time, then I wouldn't be completely surprised, or at all surprised really, to learn that it is just doing integer math in the background. How are you buddies healing? Do you heal? No. Weird. How strange. There we go. Turns out that I just should have stopped tabbing earlier, because unfortunately our tab was just taking us into the wrong places, and wow, armor's already hit the next tier. Well, it definitely would have been pretty much for naught if I'd just been antagonistic for no reason whatsoever, because turns out it took but a moment, a mere moment, to remedy. Unfortunately, I have a decent amount of anecdotal experience in the game over the years of playing in the different versions that have come and gone in the time, but I don't have a super accurate understanding of the underlying code and features of the game. Oops. Okay, almost accidentally bought a book, or at least put it on the list. Don't want that. Perfect. Because we should also switch off from our RC ring. Might as well go back to getting a little bit of strength, even though it's not great. Oh, hello Agnes. How's it going? So this lady is real evasive. They don't. Let's maybe bring you two this way. That way we can retreat up the stairs if the fight starts going poorly, but it turns out we can out-heal her completely. Not too bad. And here's where our reflection amulet starts to do its real work against the Mark's serpents, as it were. Oh shit. New Nicola. Been a while since I fought New Nicola. In fact, I think Tournament was probably the last time I fought him. In the new version, at least. Interesting. Yeah, so much damage, even with Arlek. And so, this is where we usually want silence. Unfortunately, it's not an option. Are you resistant to your own electricity? Oh, you fool. You poor foolish man. Please electrocute each other. Please electrocute each other. Wait, what the heck is my Nicola clone doing? What the? My mans? Okay, here we'll Curari Dart will help you out. How's that looking? Did my clone die? You don't think you've ever had a trouble with Agnes? Not sure why she's rated so dangerous by the game. I have similar feelings where I almost never have trouble with her these days. Yeah, I was afraid of that, Nicola. Let's use our last Ice Blast to just get some guaranteed damage. Guaranteed hit. Perfect. I think it is largely due to just how evasive she is, and like has a decent amount of damage output, especially if she has a good Lagitang. But I agree, where I have a very strict dichotomy in my mind, where if I see Agnes, I'm not too afraid. If I see the Enchantress, I'm very afraid. And I try my best not to mix them up at all. And I'm always worried that I am mistakenly confusing the two, and I'm going to accidentally take the Enchantress far too lightly and get it absolutely rubbed in my face. There we go. Even with the extra might effects, we're able to out-heal most of these sons of guns. Perfect. And let's just heal up. It is so nice having a vampiric weapon. This is all I wanted on one of our previous Palentonga runs, as I rebranded axes over and over again, just hoping, wishing, praying and crying. And here we are. It has arrived. Not too bad. Oops, that's not where my handle is. is done. Back on the road we go. 4 scrolls of enchant armor. One of these days we're going to be able to use that. Oh, interesting. Another weird split segment floor. Why is it both our swamp and our snake? Is the game trying to tell us something? Who knows? But let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Dancing on the fools. Up and down the stairs we go. Wait for one more Naga to get adjacent to us. There we go. Not too bad. Because this is the only stairway into this section too. Interesting. There's an armor shop that I wouldn't mind visiting. It's heroism. Screw it, let's finesse. We've been at max PD for far too long. Oh, hello, Vajnia. Pleasure for you to join us. Glad you could make it. Should I worry about you? Probably should. This is indeed a little scary, yes. I mean, I can kind of rely on the mixture of vampirism and finesse to just output a ridiculous amount of damage, and by extension, take in a whole bunch of health as well. But it's definitely never a guarantee. What else do I have at my disposal here? I wouldn't mind. I'm guessing paralysis is never going to work on Vajnia. Yeah, 4%. I will call that a functional never. Let's instead acid blast, hoping that they go adjacent to me. They don't have to, obviously, with their ability of the ranged variety, but there we go. Taking some strategic steps. Oh, dang it, I got constricted. Right, that's a thing. Oh geez, this might be scarier than I was even giving it credit for, which is bad. Very bad. But we could fear, which would affect ideally the majority of these sons of guns. Maybe a blink would be necessary first. Healing, could dig a hole and connect the sections. Ooh. I like the cut of your jib with that. Well. The other option I was debating was blinking like to this downstairs and running down and hoping that it wasn't too dangerous. But I always get tempted with the polearm users to just ping pong rolls between them. Oh, that would have been a much better way to do it than what I did, because I was just taking steps like an idiot, like a fool. I don't get to hit them for free when I just take steps. Dum. This is the critical moment for sure, where I want to give it just enough thought. We could start just chugging heals, but I don't actually know if we can out-heal the incoming damage. I mean, 44 AC is pretty sweet. Let's try one heal and see where that gets us. I might be dead. Why did I do it so quickly? I should have thought. Oh my gosh, and I have no excuses for myself. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Holy Roller. You did not deserve this. Fear would have been a lot better in the end, because it at least would have probably taken off some of the potential damage. Blinking would have been good too, but with the constriction, I was worried about it canceling the effect. But fear. Should have just put the fear of God in them. That went downhill fast. I can't disagree with you. Oh, I had all of the tools at my disposal. Everything we could possibly want, need, desire. 44 AC on a Palentonga. Yeah, big F's in chat for sure. That's how DCSS be sometimes. Yep, especially when there's a brain like mine behind the wheel. Unfortunately, we're just at a weird time of night now. I hate to leave it on a loss because it makes it seem like we're down on our loss. But at the end of the day, I'm always just fine and dandy, even with dying in a horribly stupid way. But unfortunately, it just is getting kind of late. So I might have to call it in for the day here. Should I start one more Palentonga? At least get through the first couple floors of the dungeon? I don't know, it might be nice to have some time, think of some good names, definitely get some sleep, because I'm not in my tip-top shape. I think I've demonstrated quite fully and succinctly today, and I'm not fully on my game. But definitely still a lot of fun, despite some of the shortcomings, some of the bad luck as well. I won't put it all on me, even if it's justifiably so to blame it that direction. It's all part of the fun here, part of the joy and love that I know I personally get out of the game, is the constant ebb and flow, the flux in how my performance has always been, for sure. But I will say that I had a whole lot of fun today, obviously. Thank you all so much for sticking around, keeping me company, keeping me sane throughout the course of my self-inflicted madness. Thanks for the stream. You'll get them next time. I sure hope so. And thank you so much, Callie, for the gratitude. I definitely appreciate you being here a lot and showing up to watch. I absolutely love it. I will give a quick announcement now, and I probably should have been doing this periodically throughout the stream, but we will actually not be here next Sunday. I do think, though, in order to keep a bit of momentum going, and because I don't want to end on this note, I think I might throw in a bonus stream on this upcoming Thursday, and that will take the place for our Palentonga, because I unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your framing, am running out of town to visit with my family, getting to spend Canadian Thanksgiving, as well as help with some family emergency stuff that came up, and so I will be gone for a full week. But the main thing is that, yeah, I just wanted to throw in an extra stream on Thursday, keep the Palentonga rolling, as it were, and see if we can't get a win before I head out for a time. I was hoping to be able to leave after getting the snake rune and then come back to this run, and it would have worked out nicely timing wise, just fit in one more stream, but alas alack, that's how it is, and we'll definitely have a good time on Thursday, jumping right back into it. But yeah, if you enjoyed watching, definitely come around Tuesday if you're able to and have the time, where we are currently running with Coville 91 here, the level 17 Fila Transmuter of Gozag. That run was going fairly well during its infancy here. I'm surprised how well it's going, actually, because I expected Fila to crash into the wall quite a few times before it got off the ground whatsoever, but we're finally getting through the kind of starting section of the game and slowly but surely inching towards that full 15 rune time frame. So that should be a lot of fun on Tuesday. Or if you want to see something else, enjoy or see what else we're playing here on Wednesday, I think I'll be launching into Wildermyth for the first time, getting my boots under me, figuring out how the game works with some solo time, and then maybe, just maybe, after my trip, I'm going to try and reach out to a few folks, see if we can't get some multiplayer stuff going as well, because I think that'd be a lot of fun. And I'm very excited to try out Wildermyth, see some of the randomly generated stuff, and do my best to come up with some fun voices for each of the characters, but we'll see how that goes. I definitely get cold feet a lot of the times, especially when I try and do a voice and immediately flails out from under me and sounds horrible. It'd be fun. If I ever want to do a Terraria run, you're in. That could be a lot of fun sometime, for sure. I've played the crap out of Terraria multiple times. It is a game that I enjoy going back to over and over, and enjoy it for different reasons each time. So I'll definitely keep that in the back of my mind. Thank you so much for the offer, because that would be a whole lot of fun, especially if we could get a little bit of a group together, play on some of the I forget what the hardest difficulty is. Is it just like hardcore or something extreme, intense, whatever adjective they decide to use to describe it? But I always have a lot of fun with that, for sure. But that is to say, Master Mode, thank you so much for filling in the blank there. But yeah, that will be it for us tonight I definitely had a whole lot of fun despite the trials and tribulations that we came across in the game, of course. Real life still going as it is, so that's all great. I hope you enjoyed watching as well. Thank you all so much for being around, joking with us, making sure our spirits are lifted and in a good place. I always love chatting with all you lovely folk out there. It's one of my favorite parts about this entire dealio that I have going here. So I appreciate you being here a whole lot, whether you're commenting or not. I guess even if you're just watching the background, I still very much appreciate that and absolutely love and adore that you're willing to put in the time to watch little old me just flail and fail consistently over and over. I hope it's fun on your end, I would hope, but who knows. Anyway, I guess that's where we'll call it for today, and we'll definitely, as always, find a quick check for who is available to raid here. Not quite as late as the last couple Sundays, so we will hopefully have a couple options available. It does look like the only one on my list here is Crimson Spartan as per usual, so we'll probably head over to Crim's channel, playing some Dead by Daylight right now, but always enjoy hanging out with Crim, even if they're playing an intense game. Usually a fairly relaxing mood and commentary, really good place to hang out and have a good time. So that's where we will all head out after this. Again, I love and appreciate you all so much for sticking around, for giving me your precious time of day, and thank you so much for all that. And yeah, despite all of the issues we had today, I obviously do hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you out there. And I definitely hope to see you sometime in the near future. I'll see you soon. See ya.